When I was 8 years old, my mom and I moved back to the United States of America. It had been years since we had lived in the US, and for me, being so young, we had only really lived in France. Since we had only really lived in France, I only really knew French. I knew a few words in English, but not enough to get around or have conversations with anyone. I was enrolled at an American public school where I was placed into the same classes as an American kid was. I was obviously also placed into an English second language class. I was the only French speaker in the whole class. Everyone else spoke Spanish. I remembered that we had two different teachers, one that came in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the other one that came in Tuesday and Thursday. Apparently they both had a lot of relatives because when we would come in at the end of lunch to start our class, they always had treats for us. They obviously didn't only have treats for us. They had the knowledge and skills to teach us English, and after 1 year, we were all fluent in English. I don't remember how I survived my regular classes that year, but I do vividly remember something that would change my life. I then moved states and moved schools, and I was never asked by any other school to take an English second language class. When I got into middle school, I was called into the English second language class and placed in front of a test that I'd taken 4 times when I was 8. This test was what they used to see my improvement in English. When I told them about this, they said they would review my case and call me in again if they thought I still needed an English second language class. They never did, because they must have considered me, as I consider myself, bilingual in French and English. It has totally changed my life. My fluency in English has let me be in honors and AP classes, and my fluency in French has let me stay in contact with family and friends that still live in France. These 2 languages have also created flexibility in my mind I don't think is ever possible when you only know one language. It has let me experience 2 very different cultures and see their similarities and differences. It has changed my point of view on the world. I don't know what I would do if I didn't know these 2 languages. I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for my fluency in French and English. All I know is that today, I consider myself a bilingual in French and English, and it's the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me.